it to him, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Chief Executive Officer of the Duke Ellington School of the Arts, Tia Powell-Harris.
I'd like to recognize United States Senator Paul Strauss. For the District of Columbia. Second, I'd like to welcome back again the District of Columbia Public Schools Chancellor, Antoine Wilson. And finally, we are honored to have the co-founder of the Duke Ellington School of the Arts, Peggy Cooper Kafritz. I knew that. There's a Sudanese proverb that says, we desire to bequeath two things to our children. The first one is roots. The other one is wings. Students who attend the Duke Ellington School of the Arts are the embodiment of this bequeath. With the deepest possible rooting in academic achievement, artistic prowess, and civic responsibility, you, Duke Ellington School of the Arts students, will soar into many fields of endeavor, changing humanity for the better. Now, today's honoree, Ellington alumnus Dave Chappelle, he spread his wings and took flight, realizing the greatest of heights. But he never forgot his roots and his responsibility to his community. We're always happy to welcome him home. But joining us today to honor Dave Chappelle's artistic talents, along with his enduring determination to, as he says, demand a chance for the historically disenfranchised, is Washington, D.C.'s illustrious Mayor, Muriel Bowser. She is the 8th and only second woman to be elected mayor of our fair city. Her roots are in Northeast D.C. Michigan Park, to be exact. And her mayoral wings spread wide to envelop the youth of this city with unrivaled investment in educational reform. Let's give an Ellington welcome to the Honorable Muriel E. Bowser, Mayor of the District of Columbia.
Well, good afternoon, Duke Ellington. It is an extraordinary day I've been with you at your most recent graduation when we cut the ribbon on this beautiful building, and now I have the opportunity to help open one of the first public events in your beautiful theater. And I get to tell you a little bit about one extraordinary alumnus of the Duke Ellington School of the Performing Arts. Dave Chappelle is a third-generation Washingtonian. He is a man who has made already in his young life lasting contributions to our cultural heritage and to humanity. Dave loves Washington, D.C., and we love him right back. He graduated from Duke in 1991 and never stopped coming back. From shouts out to DC Public Schools at this year's Emmy Awards, to supporting DC statehood, to attending the unveiling of an iconic mural on the Ben's Chili Bowl. What we love most about Dave is that he is a fervent defender of disenfranchised communities around the world. He's a husband, a father, and he is committed to doing things his way, the Dave Chappelle way, the brash, clever, in-your-face way, and always speaking up for Washington, D.C. Chappelle has long advocated for DC Public Schools, and we were so proud that he helped DC Public Schools trend at the Emmy Awards all across the world. He told people what we already know. Our commitment to public education is unmatched, and our children's talent is even greater. We say to the world that it's obviously DC Public Schools when we're talking about standing up and speaking up for success. Let me just say a bit about the honor I'm about to bestow. The key to the city is the highest honor an individual can receive from our nation's capital. And I am very stingy with them, I gotta tell you. To keep the honor special, it is rarely given. It symbolizes the freedom of the recipient to enter and leave the city at will as a trusted friend to DC residents. And as mayor of Washington, DC, it is my privilege to present a key to the city to a DC Public Schools alum, an Emmy Award winner, in recognition of his outstanding comedic craft, artistic merit, promotion of DC values, and overall perseverance. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Chappelle.
Wow. Thank you. First of all, I wanted to say thank you to the mayor and the administration of the school and the chancellor of DC Public Schools that's here today for this honor. And I'm really excited to be here just to talk to you guys for a minute. I don't know how much you guys know about me. I came to Ellington school year 87, 88. And like a lot of you guys, I had to audition to get in. It's a story I tell because my audition was terrible. I didn't prepare. And at the end of my audition, the make or break question in the theater department, they ask you, they'll say, "What's up there?" So those of you who audition, I don't know if they asked you this question, but when we was there, they would say to us, "Why do you want to act?" And I remember I said to the theater department teachers, I said, "I don't want to act." They said, then why are you here? And I said, well, I want to be a comedian, and somebody told me that to be a good comedian, I should know how to act. And I guess the teachers liked that answer. They knew that I was trying to make myself better. So when I look at you guys, you know, I really do see myself. And there was another thing they used to do in our first year where they would tell us, they'd say, look to the right of you and look to the left of you. And they would talk about all the people that wouldn't make it through the 4 years. And not everybody did. But I want you guys to look to the right of you, and I want you to look to the left. I want you to take a good look at each other, and I want you to know something that I learned by the time I'm 44. And what I learned is that a lot of these people in this room will be your friends for the rest of your life. That when you see somebody from Ellington out there in the world, it means a lot. And that high school seems like a long time, but it's only 4 years. And you only have to pay attention in your life 2 or 3 times. Just 2 or 3 times. I tell my kids this all the time. I got kids your age. I tell them, yo, you don't have to be awake all the time, but like 3 or 4 times in your life, just pay attention. And I tell my son, I say, look around this beautiful house. I said, everything in this house we're enjoying is based off of decisions I made when I was younger than you. Right now, you guys are making your future. And this is a very important time in your life. And you guys got to be kind to each other, and you guys got to help each other get through this time so you'll be successful. And success is not just money or, you know, monetary success or stature, but success is your character. Like, you have an opportunity to make yourself into a very unique individual because you're a trained artist in whatever your discipline is. I know a lot of times, you know, high school is like, it's a mean social hierarchy for most people. And I hear people talk about the schools they went to and the football teams and all. We didn't have any of that stuff. But what we had was so much more unique and so much more different than any high school experience that I've ever heard of. And when I walked in this building today, I mean, it's clear to me that you guys are, I hope you never take this for granted. Like, $170 million is a lot of money. And that's what they spent on you guys, on your future. And that money symbolizes a very rare opportunity to cultivate talent that God gave you. And I hope that you take advantage of it. If you don't, you know, but if you do, and I also want to tell you one last thing. I never went to college. That I did my entire professional career based off the education that I received here at Duke Ellington. And I must tell you that I was wildly prepared. That when we went to school from 8:30 to 5, I'm not gonna lie to you, I hated school. I didn't understand what was happening, but years later when I had my own television show and I was working 16-hour days, it felt easy to me because I had school days longer than that. And at least on the television show, I was the boss. Here, I just had to do what everybody told me. I used to mop this stage, well, not this stage, this new stage. But I used to mop the stage that was here, and I used to watch the seniors dance and all that stuff. And it inspired me and made me want to do better. And we all pushed each other in a real friendly and loving way. And even today, friends of mine from Ellington are here. And I also want to take a quick moment to just remind you guys that being a school teacher is a thankless job. You know, kids are, you know, they just take things for granted when they're there. When I got older and I realized how hard the teachers at this school worked on our behalf to keep us safe and to teach us what they know, I hope that you just take a moment at some point in your life to thank them. Because we spend so many hours at this school, they're almost like surrogate parents to us. And they're very influential people in my life. And I didn't realize that, of course, until years later. And when I see them, it makes me feel safe again and happy again, and just remember so many good things that they all did for me, and that Peggy did for us, advocating for our education. So I appreciate the gift that you gave me today. I brought a gift for you. I don't know if it's back there. This is my Emmy. This is a trophy, but it represents years of hard work. Look, man, in the course of a career, you go through so many things. You learn on the job, you embarrass yourself, you fall down, you get up, you try harder. I quit my show. People said I'd never work again. I got up, I tried harder. I still do my art almost every day. I still think about my art every day. And I want you guys to have this just so you know that even though the odds are wildly against it, this can happen for you. If you guys just stay true to yourselves. So this is the People's Emmy. And every once in a while, you guys take a look at it and just know that I started earning this Emmy at this school. Yeah, man. But it's yours now, man. I love you guys. I support you guys. God bless you guys. Thank you to my teachers. And good luck. Thank you.
Is this on? Dave, my name is Mikhail. I'm a first-year theater student here. And on behalf of all of the Duke Ellington School of the Arts, we want to thank you for the path that you set, for the trail that you've blazed for us to follow.